Hey guys, Viggoman here and welcome back to Let's Build Klipstead. How are you guys doing today? I do hope that you are feeling fantastic. I know I am. Today we are going to be working on the Temple of Klipstead, which is going to be based on the Nordic or Viking Stavechurch, which is a very known style we have in Norway for some churches built during the Viking Age, which marks the transition between the Norse mythology and Christianity in Norway. And the churches are pretty cool and has a lot of cool architectural features which I really like. So this Temple of Klipstead here is based on that design, but it's gonna have some few liberties for me to play around with the lore I have and the religion I am creating for the people of Klipstead. So I thought in the beginning here I want to tell you guys how the religion of these people are, because I'm not sure I have done that in a video yet. I've been talking about it on streams and stuff. Before a video, I don't think I have. So let me just get into here and I'll read you some of the lore I have for the people of Klipstead, or the Norsemen of Klipstead. The Norsemen believe in no god, but a pulsating godly power flowing through everything. They call it Gudnir. In rare occasions, some special Norsemen can obtain a strong connection with Gudnir and perform fantastic actions. Norsemen with that power is worshipped by the common people and is called a Budbærar. The last Budbærar was Bjarne the Conqueror, the king who led the army to conquer Klipstead from the Westers. So, as I talked about later on, or previously in other videos, the main keep of Klipstead is called Bjarnheim, and it's named after the last Budbærar, which was this guy with a very godly connection, or a connection to the spirit that flows through everything. And he led the attack and led the conquest of Klipstead. So that's kind of cool, tying in the religion and the lore of the town together here. So this temple here will not be based on worshipping a god. As I've said, there's no god in this religion here, but it will be to kind of serve the spirit that is in everything. So it's going to be more of a ritual place where people will try to get a connection and get closer to the will of this Gudnir here in this religion here. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit different than normal church, but we're going to have some very similarities with a big hall for meetings and an area where we would have the priest talking and stuff. We're also going to have a very holy room where only the Budbærars and the very most holy priest could go into. So yeah, that's looking pretty cool here. You can see as something very special for this design I'm going for here is that there are a lot of layers. We have a bottom floor, and then we have a small roof, but then a second floor which is slightly smaller than the first one, and then we have a more roof, and then another layer which is slightly smaller than the one before, and it just kind of goes on and builds all the way up until we have a very tiny area with a tiny roof on. And that looks super cool, I think, in the end. So, yeah, guys, that is pretty much all about this build here. It's looking pretty cool, in my opinion. I really like how everything turned out. How the shape and the story kind of ties into this. But let me build the rest of this done, guys, and I'll meet you in first person to take a look at it. Alright guys, we are now on the server in first person checking it out. You can check it out for yourself too. All the information you would need is down in the description. But guys, look how cool this temple here looks next to the buildings here. I just really like how it turned out here, and I hope you guys do that as well. I really think I captured the style of a Nordic Stavechurch. And honestly, I'm super happy with how it all turned out here. We have a great outside area. We're going to take a look on that first, which is kind of cool. But let's first kind of just fly around taking a look at all of the details we have here. So you can see there's many layers here, different layers. And I tried to... Stavechurch basically means like a stick church, because there's a lot of sticks which is kind of supporting everything. So I tried to have a lot of these beams going up supporting everything, and try to make it look like there's a lot of wooden beams and sticks and planks kind of just mashed together in a very specific order, and yeah, adding some carved logs and stuff like that. But overall, I think it's super cool. I like it a lot. So you can see that we have some windows up here, but not down below. Well, we have a few ones here. But Stavechurches didn't really have any windows at all. But I felt like without windows, it would look very plain. So I added some up here. Down here, you wouldn't really have them because the cold winds and stuff would kind of flow through them, as you wasn't as good at making windows back in the day that you are now to isolate them and stuff. So a window would very quickly become an area or a place where you would get some cold winds from. But then we have some nice details up here with some more windows, and all the way up here we kind of have this bell tower. We're going to take a look on the techniques and all of the different things that you need to know to make this function later on as we go into the inside. On the back here we have this cool rounded shape, which I think is kind of nice, which is a part of the most holy area of this temple here. Yeah, overall I'm very happy with the details, especially in the front here and the sides. I really think I captured the Nordic feeling on it. So let me know down below, guys, what you think. So let's go take a look on this outside here. It's not the place you would use much, but it's kind of just here. The Norsemen does not bury their dead. They kind of float them out on the sea like the Vikings did. So they're gonna, when they're dead, they just kind of put them in a boat and put it on fire and kind of let them float out on the sea here on this lake. But yeah, here we have just some firewood stored here to keep fire and the fires inside of the church, and then some storage in the back here for things you would need to kind of make everything work as supposed to. So yeah, we have these cool fires here. I think those look pretty cool, and then a big tree. But let's go on the inside here. We have a small like entrance here where everything is kind of cool. Yeah, very, very simple. But then you can kind of get through here, and this is where kind of the main ceremonies and stuff would happen. We have some sitting areas here in the back for the people who are getting older and stuff like that, that has to sit down. You can also sit on these benches on the side here. Come on now, can I not get up here? No, I cannot. But you could sit here if you want to. It's not ideal, you don't get the best view from here, but it works. And out here is kind of the main area where people will be standing and listening to the priest or the good bearer, which will be staying up here and kind of chatting. And as there is no god in this religion, they don't have any godly pictures and stuff like that, but you just kind of have some symbols, and this symbol here is kind of just to give praise to Goodnir, the power of everything. We can go up here to a small like balcony up here where I have some sitting areas, kind of watch over all of this, and we can go all the way around here like that. But as you can see, there's a lot of stuff happening upwards here, so we can climb up this ladder here. We did this in the stream, it was a lot of fun, so thank you for tuning in, guys. You helped me out a lot here. So a small storage area here, and we can go further up, and then we are up at the bell tower kind of. But here is the mechanism that makes the bell go, so you can pull this rope here and the bell would make the sounds, or the clock or whatever. And you can also watch down here, so you can kind of communicate with the priests and stuff. Whenever they were ready to bring the people in, he could shout up to you and you could pull the bell from here. Some nice windows and stuff like that. Overall, I like the wooden feeling it has. It looks very cool. Here we have an area for the priest to kind of just sit. And in here we have another area for a priest to kind of write some books and stuff. That's pretty much it for the inside here. We can go down again, wherever that is, that's back here, correct. And down here again, and I'll show you the most holy area, which is all the way in the back. So that is in here, and here you can only get if you are a priest or if you are some of the godly persons, like a good bearer or something like that. So yeah, that's kind of what we have here, and it's a small area, but I tried to make it very like royal and grand and stuff like that. And then, as I said, there is no like godly pictures of good near, but it just has symbols. So this is just to kind of symbolize some way of glorifying the spirit. And yeah, then we have some scrolls and books and stuff with holy scriptures and stuff like that. Looks kind of cool, and we can go up here, and we have a small area here to be at, to write some books and stuff like that, to do some work. But overall, I really like how this temple turned out, and I just cannot wait until we get some surrounding buildings here so we get a whole picture here. Because currently there's just a lot of wool around this area. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.